Can you just tell us how the White House is assisting the Secret Service with this investigation? Have you made any White House officials available for interviews with law enforcement, for example?
Well, look, we're not assisting in anything. This is under the Secret Service purview. This is their kind of guidance and guideline, their world, and so we're going to let them do their job. We are not involved in this. This is something that the Secret Service handles. It's under their protocol.
Just clarify for us where exactly inside the West Wing the substance was discovered.
I'm not going to get into specifics. All I can say is when people visit the West Wing, there is the area of the West Wing where it is highly traveled.
There are a couple of primary entrances into the West Wing. There's the one with which we're all familiar, right outside the driveway where the Marine stands when the president's in the West Wing, and there's another entrance off West Executive Avenue. Can you explain which entrance we're talking about?
I'm going to let the Secret Service speak to that.
Can you explain why you can't explain it? I mean, you described it as a heavily traveled area.
That's what I'm just saying what the Secret Service said. We got this from the Secret Service, so I'm sharing a little bit more with you.
It was discovered late on Sunday. What's the latest staff-led tours that happen in the West Wing on a Sunday?
You know, I don't have the specific on how late the staff-led tours go, but I can tell you that there was one on Friday, there was one on Saturday, there was one on Sunday. The time the Secret Service on all of this. But one thing that I can share that I'll share a little bit more information. As you know, the president and the first lady and their family were not here this weekend, as you all reported on this, and as you also know that they left on Friday and returned just yesterday. Where this was discovered is a heavily traveled area where many White House, West Wing, I should be even more specific, West Wing visitors come through this particular area. I just don't have anything more to share. It is under investigation by the Secret Service. This is in their purview, and so we're going to allow certainly the investigation to continue, and we have confidence.
How determined is the president to get to the bottom of who brought illegal drugs into the White House?
Secret Service is getting to the bottom of it, and that's what matters, and it's under their purview.
But the question was, how determined is the president?
The president thinks it's very important to get to the bottom of this. That's why Secret Service, which is under their purview, is looking into this, and they're going to look into what happened this weekend. So the president thinks it is incredibly important to get.
Karine, excuse me, as you've now been referring multiple times to this investigation and to the White House's confidence that they will get to the bottom of it, I'm wondering if you could be a bit clearer about what exactly the scope and mission of the investigation is and what exactly getting to the bottom of it means. Is this simply a fact-finding mission to determine whether potential security protocols were either insufficient or violated in this case, or is this with an eye towards potential criminal prosecution of an individual who's bringing a banned substance into the West Wing, and would there then be consequences either for that individual or if they were a guest of a White House staff or that staff?
So look, the second part of your question is speculation, and I'm just not going to get into speculation from here. What I can say is that, again, Secret Service is looking into this. They're looking into what happened.
One thing that you're not expressing is concern over the fact that this was found on the property, and I guess I'm wondering how expressing concern would somehow get ahead of a Secret Service investigation.
I think this is being investigated. It's under the purview of the Secret Service. We're going to let them.
If the cocaine episode has prompted the White House to ask the Secret Service to review its security protocol for visitors coming in.
So let them do their investigation. Again, this is under their purview.
This episode kind of shines a light on the fact that you can bring in illegal substances into the White House. So what's preventing a visitor from bringing in anthrax or something that's not magnetic into the White House?
No, look, Ouija, I totally understand the question, but it is under investigation.